Welcome to Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Unkarabile Wisdom Mukoto and I am your host. Speaking is one of the powerful tools that can influence either negative or positive way. You can either build or destroy through the power of your words. Today I am joined by a legend who believes in the development and impact through the power of words. BTS. How are you, say?
I'm doing great. I'm doing well. I am blessed. I'm at a point where I am so much about if you want to see it, speak it, it will influence how you think about it. Thank you so much for asking. And how are you?
I'm fine, sir, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And then I believe you're going to have a very nice time.
Most definitely.
Let's just start knowing who is hashtag BTS.
Hashtag BTS is a brand of a young, I believe, powerful speaker. My name is Siphiwe Mselane. I'm 24 years old of age. I say this wherever I go. I am a product of a single grandmother. And Kirabari, there's a single parent. So I'm a product of a single grandmother. I am raised by Ugogo, that is a single grandmother. And beyond everything that I've learned throughout is that you're gonna have to shine wherever you are, no matter how little your light is, however, shine. I am a certified life coach, I'm a certified trainer, and I'm a certified speaker under MHI. I am a resident motivator at ACFM, and as well as recently started to be, I believe soon will be a resident as well at Massive Metro. I am a student, and I believe that I can call myself as well an entrepreneur because I have a small business that I've started, which by the grace of God is not doing too bad. And yet I am, and I've got a company I'm an assistant. So I assist busy people. So whatever that they can't do for themselves, then they call me to bridge in the gap, and I do it on their behalf.
That's a nice one. Now, I was so curious about BTS, Born to Speak.
Yeah.
And I was asking myself, okay, why can't it be Born to Write or Born to Sing, or Born to Act? Why is it Born to Speak, specifically speaking?
Yes.
How does it relate with your life?
So when I was in grade 10, grade 9, grade 10, I've been one of those kids that had opinion. I've been one of those kids that liked speaking. I've been one of those kids that always want to be heard. So I remember that in grade 10, in grade 10 is where most of us would choose subjects. And I was just doing moderately in all my other grades at school. Not too well, not too bad, just moderate for me to be able to pass. And then I said to myself this other time at home, what is it that I can do and it will be exceptionally well? After I've done it, people would clap for me. And I've seen, when I speak, people listen and people take out something. And I said, okay, cool. So this is where the focus will go. In order for something to have people's attention, it needs to be renamed or rebranded. So I then had to say, yes, they know Siphiwe Mselane. However, how will I then introduce this speaker in me? How will I then introduce this someone whom within speaking can give birth to so many things? And I was like, Born to Speak. And then I just had to abbreviate it for branding, for profile and all those things to say BTS. And I've said, okay, cool, the book will come BTS, seminars will come BTS, clothing line will come BTS. However, who am I? If you forget Siphiwe Mselane, but what is it that you'll definitely remember? It's BTS. That's how BTS came about.
I can even see the t-shirt there. You have also studied. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. And when did you decide to take speaking as a career? After that inspired you, whatever you do, or the one thing that you do that actually excites you is speaking. Yeah. When did you decide that now I'm going to take it as a career?
From grade 12. Already from grade 12. Actually, the thing is, grade 10 and grade 11. I didn't really know that it's called public speaking or motivational speaker, but I grew up listening to Usthembi Sozondo. Yeah. And I remember every time when I was walking to the taxi going to school and listening to him on Mondays, I would say, Lord, I want to do this. Like, I want to do what this guy is doing. And I remember watching Usis Penny Libya when she was still a host of was it E-News if I'm not mistaken. And I used to say, that's also what I want to do. So I want to do this and I want to do this. Made my research grade 10, grade 11, grade 12. There was a time where I was asked to do an unprepared speech at school to test, to be taken and go represent the school. That was grade 12. And I didn't hesitate. I just said, okay, cool. They gave me 5 minutes. I get at my mind, I get at my thoughts. And then I did it, I killed it. Everyone was impressed. I was then nominated to go represent the school. And then I remember entering there, and it was not a multiracial school. It was just one of the, it's a government school in the township. So, and having to go speak in the presence of kids that have been taught in the multiracial schools all their life. Remember, there's confidence, there's English there, there's pronunciation, all those things. However, I got there and I was like, you got this and you're going to do this and you're going to make your school proud, which it's then what I did. I remember coming back, I was like, listen here, I don't know what I want to be, but definitely I just want to speak my whole life. Yeah. There is no way, there is nothing that I'm going to do and that won't do it speaking. Me and speaking, same WhatsApp group, and I'm going to be that meme.
Oh, that's
so that's how it just started.
I just want to know, because now you are involved in youth development.
Yes.
Do you take that career of speaking? Do you develop the youth through your speaking engagements, or how do you actually go about it?
Okay. So this is how I go about. At the moment, my focus in terms of the youth is in the high school. So in my speaking, my area of strength is confidence. I deal with people's confidence. I get me the most demotivated, someone who thinks life is done, leave me with them. An hour is more than enough. So that's how I then rebuild their confidence. Personally, I believe that it is within core confidence that you're going to be able to go sell yourself. You know, it is within confidence that you can stand in the stage with a billion people and say, excuse me, I'm born to speak and I deserve a seat in the world. So that's where my area of focus is, that every time that when I had an opportunity, or when I've created opportunities to be with young people, mainly in high school, because I believe that so penetrating it in the high school level, by the time they get to varsity and workplace, it's easier for them to be at their A games. So that's where my area, which is through speaking, motivating, life coaching, I focus on their confidence.
And what through your experiences, what are the main things that actually will make one not to have confidence, especially young people, at school? What will make them not to have confidence?
Through my experience, what makes most of our brothers and sisters, peers, not to have confidence, one, it is the comparison. When you get into class and then you find Siphiwe, he is well-spoken, Siphiwe is clean and all those things. You start comparing yourself to Siphiwe, and then you're the one who starts saying that Siphiwe can do better than me. Before even Siphiwe can say, I can do better than him. But for the fact that you have already classified me to say, I can do better than you, it then brings your confidence on a low key. Every time, you can stand everyone else, but when you have to extend Siphiwe, you know it, because already you have classified that he is superior, he is big, because of certain 1, 2, 3. Hence, I always say to teenagers, stay in your lane. As young as you are, stay in your lane, because staying in your lane, you only focus on you, and when you focus on you, you don't have time to be looking at Siphiwe, looking at whoever, because your focus is on yourself, in your lane. If you are a 50 student, you try to balance all your grades to be 50. You are staying in your lane of 50. You just make sure that you work on improving. Rather than I'm a 35 or I'm a 40 student, I'm focusing on your 100, and then I see my 35 not worth it. You start intimidating me. I start comparing myself with you. And then it starts killing my confidence. And then I start no longer performing up to my utmost best of which I could have performed. So that's the most area that with young people, you just need to just teach yourself to say that don't compare you. You are you, and there is no you that can be you the way that you are being you at the current moment that you are being you.
And especially at schools, there are many young people that, where they come from, their parents have set weights that actually discourages them. And then some of the teachers actually, they speak words that discourages the learner. So how do you actually encourage them, such kids, who are very demotivated and how do you encourage them?
Regarding the learners who are demotivated, motivation. And I ask them to say, you don't say motivate, but you say in motivation. So you teach yourself the in motivation. It's not your parents' responsibility to see greatness in you. It is not your teacher's responsibility to see greatness in you. It is not your friends, your colleagues, and so on not to see greatness in you. And we are living in times where people respond to who you are. People respond to what you give them. This is what I always say. Have affirmations. Have daily affirmations. Wake up in the morning. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself who you are. Speak things into existence in your life. You are Siphiwe. You are powerful. You are fearfully made. You are great. You conquer. You are handsome. The world needs you. You excel in class. You start saying it every day. You believe it. So that even when the next person says to me, comes and says, oh, this guy is dark, it bounces back because I've already affirmed myself that I'm handsome, I do well, I'm great, I'm amazing, I'm talented. So when someone else comes and says something that it's not of what I've said, it just bounces back because I've already put a stamp to say that, excuse me, I'm handsome, I dress smart, I smell good, I'm likable. The world cannot be at its best without this personality. That's just how I teach young people to say, always motivate yourself. Always speak things into your life so that it can come to existence.
That's powerful. Now, talk a little bit about, you just mentioned it now, speak things into existence. that project. Yeah, and I think last year you also had an event. Yeah, please tell more about. Tell us.
Ooh, speaking things into existence. It's like you're asking me when am I getting married. I love it. I love it. Speaking things into existence. I believe so much that words got power. After I've started my journey of speaking, went to the public speaking school, got certified as a speaker, and then I had to say now I'm a speaker. However, I need to teach people that before you become a speaker, your words need to carry faith. That's just personal, I believe. And how do you then carry your words faith? It's by speaking things into existence. And then from there, I had to, because this is what we as people do first. Personally, I do it as well. I will post, speak things into existence. You see the response. You post it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on WhatsApp. Just see how it does. And then you see, okay, the following people respond, and then you're like, okay, cool, let me annoy them. Monday, speak things into existence. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, up to Friday. And I was like, the response is good. And I love people that when you post something, they're not only going to like, but they'll ask you a question, what is that? Yeah. Why is that? What for that? Why are we supposed to speak things into existence? What does speaking things into existence does and all those things? So I've seen that the response was good. Questions were coming in. I was answering questions. Excuse me. And then I was like, Lord, speak things into existence. It has to be a movement. Yeah. Somehow it just has to have a way of it moving itself forward. And I was launching myself officially as a speaker. And I was like, the theme of the show, which it's going to be an annual function, it's speak things into existence. So speak things into existence is the main head. So below it, then we're going to have subtopics. How to act out of existence, how to act your faith, how to sell yourself, how to go there, how to not fear making mistakes, how to allow yourself to fail in the progress. That's how speaking things into existence it came about. We've got sweaters, we've got t-shirts, we've got caps, planning camps as well, to have camps, not even so many people, maybe 50 people in a camp, so that we can just speak about speaking things into existence. You know how we undermine the question that says, please tell us about yourself. Same thing too. When you're going to say someone, speak things into existence. It's easy when we as a group, we can say that. But when you are alone, you really to say, actually, who am I? Or do I really speak things into existence? That's how the movement of speaking things into existence in a light show, it came about.
And this year, when are you going to have it?
We are definitely having it. Last year we had it October. So this year with the team, we haven't really confirmed that we're going to have it October or we're going to have it July. because we are as well looking at having it before the exams. So last year, October, it was, especially for universities, it was now the time of exams. So this year, either July or October, or before October, either September, July, somewhere there. Then we're going to have our second annual Speak Things into Existence, where we say, if what you see, it's not what you want, change what you say, and it will change your outcome. And definitely a camp is as well on the pipeline. Camp is on the pipeline. We're having a camp of just saying, come and speak things into existence.
Mr. Siphiwe, I just want you to actually maybe share with us about, since when you are a speaker, we have a challenge about speakers, it's career of speaking rather, in South Africa. So according to you, how is the industry going? How is it promising? You met many speakers who will tell you that I want to speak in a certain event and I was not paid, I just did it for charity and for donation. How is the speaking industry in South Africa?
I don't need some more.
Yeah, no.
Maybe just to start here, I always ask those questions. Number one, I don't know whether it's in South Africa only. However, I experience it in our country. When you send your profile as a speaker, they look at the picture. Oh, he's young. That's number one. Number two, some they would even require your ID. They see, oh, he's even below 25. Okay, they check your achievements. There are some functions that they'll even ask you, please send us your achievements. You send your achievements. Okay, cool. No. And then let's say they like now the videos, with the promo videos. They're like, okay, cool. Here's what it takes. You come. The people that are in the audience as well, as you are walking in, already they're like, he's young. What is he gonna say? I've experienced that a whole lot of times. By the time they start and then giving you that attention, by the time they start listening, it's when they start hearing it. Okay, actually, there's more beyond that. For me, it is promising. We are getting there. It's just that I think we need to kill this thing of saying, in order for you to be a successful speaker, you need to be old. You need to be successful. Why don't we as well start the career in speaking? Let speaking make you successful. Why should I be a speaker when I'm successful? Should I first go? So should I pause my passion as a speaker? Yes, I am at school. Go to school, go work, acquire something, then go back to speaking, then say, oh, I went to varsity and then now I'm a speaker. So I need material stuff to make me a powerful speaker.
Yeah,
because that's the question that I always ask. So do I need to have a big house, need to have a big car, need to have a ring, need to be somebody's father, then I can be classified as an indirect speaker or as a keynote speaker that can be listened. Why can't a 24 with a degree and with what I've currently achieved be a keynote speaker? It's kind of, in this country, that's what I've been facing. I get a whole lot of bookings. Second, on payment, you get people saying that we don't have budget.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, we do need exposure. We're not gonna despite that. However, I always say this: car does not move with exposure. You being clean, it does not happen with exposure. Trust me, we appreciate exposure. We love and we need exposure. However, can your exposure be inconsiderate of petrol? And can your exposure, at least if I could see, oh, this guy is back like this. And also as a speaker, even an upcoming speaker, you get to a point where you're like, okay, cool. It didn't pay, it's a 2,000. If they've offered me 2,000, it didn't pay. That's, to me, it's like, I was not paid. Because you get to have, I've been as well to that the way they invited a big speaker. And then you know how big speakers, they just disappoint. And then they asked, oh no, actually, BTS can fill. He's energetic and all those things. He can fill that. And someone will tell you, actually, we wanted whoever, and whoever disappointed us. And then you're like, oh, actually, if they wanted that person, meaning this budget, and you tell them, it's okay, cool, this is my fee. They're like, oh no, we've budgeted 7,000, like, but you wanted someone who costs 50K. You wanted someone who costs 30K. And then you've got, you get corporates. With corporates, they pay. I think with corporates, once they've said they want you, corporates don't negotiate. since I've been speaking on corporates, they don't negotiate your fee. They treat you as though they would treat you have made it. That's which from your them, if they'll tell you we're gonna send your car, someone will pick you up at this time, these how many people you're coming with, this is the time you're speaking in, and then you go to your churches, everything is negotiated. Everything is negotiated. And then if they don't know you, some judges, they say this will be.
So what must be done, Mr. Siphiwe, according to you? What can be done? Because as you have said, it's surprising that people will organize an event. They will have a budget for deco, but not the speaker.
Deco and the DJ, the mics that the speaker needs to use, the food and everything. If you said to me, there's nothing that turns me to a no point if you've said to me, I'm not budget. I'm not thinking. I'm sorry. Meaning, initially, I was not serious then. You did not take me serious. If you say, I did not put you on budget, at least you better say, my budget for a speaker, it was a 500, making an example, rather than saying you did not. That's something else. So when you make an event that needs a speaker, let the speaker be one of the priorities, especially when the event won't function without a speaker. Can the speaker be as well, deco, food, speaker, and as well? That's how it is. Because I remember the other time I was booked to MC and this lady, I've sent my coat, and then she decided to cause like Haibo just to stand with a paper and just call people's names. Like, who? I was like, ma'am, with all respect, if it was that easy, you're not going to call me for my services. But for the fact that you need me, the best way is to say, your fee is kind of up beyond our budget. This is how much we have budgeted. Not to say coming on the basis of just to take a paper and call people's name for this money. Respect. And I've said now, once you as a speaker, you start respecting yourself, trust me, the clients will respect you more. I think they wage of how you respect yourself. They approach you on the level of your respect. That's how they do.
And I agree with you, when talk about exposure. I think you were there when Mselane Maluleka was actually advising us.
Yes.
We always say, we brand ourselves. When are you going to finish to brand yourself? You always brand yourself. When is the branding end? So I think I agree with you when you say, as speakers, we must actually take ourselves seriously, so that other people can also take us seriously. Yeah.
Excuse me, that's what we have to do. Don't be busy. Be busy while you're home, but be busy. Yeah. You can't just be available every time for anything. There's someone who always says it's gonna work on my terms. That person who says that, and yes, your terms goes with levels. That God is putting you in this place, but in the meantime, at times let someone call you and you tell them, excuse me, I'm a little bit busy. Please call me after an hour. The hour they call, I'm so sorry, I've just got stuck again. Call after 30 minutes. 30 minutes, they call, oh, sorry, I've got 10 minutes. Do you mind? We can quickly brief everything in 10 minutes, even if you're not busy. And you tell them the fee of yours. They'll see, it's okay, call this person is really busy. Despite trending and being busy are two different things, which most clients, they think when you're trending, you are relevant. And you can trend while you are irrelevant. And we don't know you while you're too relevant. I think that's what we really need to distinguish. To say that maybe you are not trending, but you get a podium, you get a mic, you deliver what people need. And then maybe I'm trending, but I get a mic and I get a podium with people. I just take people down. And we're living in times where it's sad, you get bookings based on your trending more than your relevancy.
Very true. Now, if people want to know you, actually get hold of you, Mr. Siphiwe, where can they? I think you have more information, especially about speak things into existence. If people want to know more about you, where can they actually get hold of you?
On my social media at the moment, we are still on our social media, which is Siphiwe Mselane. So on Facebook, Siphiwe Mselane, Siphiwe, which is Siphiwe, Mselane, Mselane. Instagram as well, same thing, Siphiwe Mselane. And then Twitter, it's _Mselane. I pray that one day I'll come back with my book that speaks about speaking things into existence.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you, sir, for coming. It's very informative. It's very inspiring, and as you are saying, I hope that next time we'll be talking about your book.
We're speaking the book into existence, and most definitely the book's title will be Speak Things into Existence. Speak Things into Existence.
Very relevant.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm hoping to read that book.
You will?
Yeah.
You will? I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I was going through your page and I'm like, Lord, people are doing big moves. People are just doing amazing things. And here now we are just chilling, enjoying coffee, sitting here band. So I'm just proud of you.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm also proud of you. You are making a very huge impact. And we see it. We see it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Maluleka always says, I might be quiet, but I see. You're saying something to me, and I was like, I was going through your stuff. I'm like, I might be quiet, but I see. I guess again, we live in times where I need to tap at the back and to say, we hear, we see, keep on. But then some of us sometimes we don't have time to always say, dude, I'm behind you. I'm here. You got it covered. Don't fall while I'm here. I'm your brother. I can balance you quick one. However, it will work. It will work. It's just it's gonna happen. I always say this: God trusts me with my voice. He always anoints my words, so that when I speak things into existence, I get the energy to act them out, so that the faith carries me throughout speaking it into existence.
I'll say amen for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Inspired Conversations, Living the Legacy with Legends. My name is Onkarabile Wisdom Mukoto, and I'm saying to you, let's meet next time on the same place, Global Conference TV. The journey continues.